So we're making this very simple, quick, easy recipe, which is batter fried asparagus, almost like an Indian pakora with an apple chutney. For frying the asparagus, we're going to be using a very good quality olive pomace oil, which we believe is good for frying. And for making the chutney, we would also use a bit of pomace oil. So our first step of the recipe is our apple chutney, and we're going to be using Granny Smith green apples, which is roughly chopped up. So Granny Smith green apples, Indian red and green chilies, sea salt, brown sugar, white wine vinegar. We are using olive pomace oil to make this particular chutney, so obviously it is going to be a replica of an authentic Indian dish, but done with contemporary international ingredients, including olive oil. So let's see how it is made. We're going to use pomace oil for making our chutney. We're going to saute some chili to get it a bit of a flavor. This is star anise. Apples, we're going to use some beautiful sea salt, which is from the Mediterranean Sea, but you can use Himalayan sea salt or any other Indian sea salts. So we got some fantastic Mediterranean sea salt. Apple is cooking away. I'm going to add a bit of sugar, and a bit of white wine vinegar. We want to get like a sweet and sour kind of a taste with a touch of spice to the whole thing. So you can see a very colorful chutney that is getting made. Let's go make our asparagus pakoras. For the next part of the recipe, we are doing the batter fried asparagus in a asparagus pakore. So we have green asparagus, we have sparkling white wine for the batter, we have refined flour, we have whole eggs. Making our asparagus batter. For the batter, we would start with refined flour, as you can see. So 100 odd grams of refined flour, 1 whole egg, very simple quick batter, a bit of sprinkling of salt and a bit of sparkling wine to kind of make the batter a bit crispy and light. So we'll keep mixing it as we go along. The only trick is, while making the batter, just make sure you have really cold water or ice, which you can chill the batter with, or just make sure it's made with chilled wine or chilled water. There you go. You can see we want to keep a bit of lumps, so it makes that little extra crispiness. So the batter is almost ready. We are going to be frying with olive pomace oil, and we have a big pot, and there you go. We have all the asparagus. We're going to dip it first in a bit of dry flour, sprinkle dry flour, and then we put it in the batter. So you can see the asparagus have started taking beautiful shapes. We're going to fry them to crispy golden brown. Olive pomace oil has a very high smoking point, so you can actually use it effectively for deep frying compared to any other oils. See that, beautiful colors, nice and crisp. Finally, we are going to dress it with a bit of a salad. For that, we have rocket leaf, we have cherry tomatoes, and for the dressing, we are going to use the extra virgin olive oil and create a quick tossed salad as an accompaniment. So see how it is made. So we are going to take a few bits and pieces of rocket or rucola, smaller baby leaves if possible, a bit of cherry tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil, and we are going to use for seasoning a bit of Indian chaat masala. So you got this beautiful Mediterranean Indian kind of a mix happening here. This chaat masala also has got salt and other spices, so it kind of takes care of the additional taste part if you need interesting flavors and taste on your palate. So here we have this beautiful salad of rocket, extra virgin olive oil and chaat masala. One can use vine tomatoes or any other sweet tomatoes in season to kind of substitute this, or if you don't want to use tomatoes, you can also use peppers as well. So we're going to go to the third stage of the recipe, which is plating. Very simple, and use this interesting colors to make a colorful plate. So here it goes: tomato skin, some beetroot dressing and some fried basil. As we promised you, will be a nice quick swirl of beetroot on the plate to add a bit of color. Little bits and pieces of chutneys. So we're going to use our stars. It's very important to make the plate look pretty, because if you do that, your food would be more appreciated. And now we're going to scatter our asparagus pakoras. What we can also do is we can sprinkle a little more chaat masala on the asparagus pakoras to kind of give it a nice tangy taste. There you go, almost ready. Nice wholesome portion of asparagus pakora. Maybe we can put another one here. We will use a bit of tomato skin to garnish. So we have the tomato skin. I can add a additional bit of chutney onto the plate to kind of give little more tartness. So you got this beautiful colors happening with the tomato skin. And a couple of cherry tomatoes from the salad. So as you can see, it's becoming a very interesting colorful plate. One can serve this as a mains or an appetizer. To add a bit of crispness to the plate, we can add a few more things like a basil leaf or something. So there you go, that's your almost near perfect plate of asparagus pakoras with Indian chaat masala, chutney made with olive pomace oil, deep fried in olive pomace oil and beautifully dressed with extra virgin olive oil.